Hi guys! So I am starting a new series on my channel and I'm going to go through all of the tools in Affinity Designer. So I am starting with the tools that are like the Pathfinder tools in Illustrator. So if you have come from Illustrator, you will probably already be familiar with these, or if you are a native Affinity Designer user, you may have seen some like Illustrator tutorials using Pathfinder tools. Thankfully, Affinity has included these tools in their program, which makes it super easy to create certain shapes. And just as a side note, I know there's not a lot of tutorials out there for Affinity Designer, so I do recommend still looking at the Illustrator tutorials on how to do certain things. 9 times out of 10, it does translate fairly well to Affinity, as long as you know where the comparable tools are. So, like I said, first thing in the tools we're going to go through are the tools that are comparable to the Pathfinder tools in Illustrator. So you will find these tools at the top left of your program, up here. And I'm going through the process of what each one does. And in order to show you, you're going to start with 2 or more objects, depending on what you're trying to create. And so it's easier to see what is happening. I have just made 2 circles for each one, and I have made them into 2 different colors. So selecting these first 2, I'm going to use the Add tool, and as you can see, it has combined the 2 shapes and made it into one. So this is really great if you are making a shape like, say, a Christmas tree or a snowman. I have Christmas on my mind as I have been designing for Christmas recently. Or even like characters. It's really useful to use the Add tool. So the next one is the Subtract tool. So selecting the next 2 shapes and clicking Subtract. So you will see that setting up the 2 circles, it has subtracted that front one from the back. So with the circles, it's obviously an easy way to make a moon. You can use this with triangles or any shape that you want to create something. I mean, you could use this as well as like a smile or something like that on a character. The next one, Intersect. You will see that it has taken the 2 shapes and it has erased the outer edges, but it has left where they overlapped. So once again, with the circles, it's a really easy way and fast way to create a leaf for flowers, for patterns you're designing, anything like that. The next tool is the Divide tool. And at first look, obviously I've clicked the Divide button, it looks exactly the same. But once you go down here, you can see that it has divided it everywhere that they touched. The last tool is the Combine tool, and you will see what has happened is like the Intercept tool, it's the complete opposite of that. So it has taken away the parts of the shape that overlapped and has left the 2 opposite sides, and it has combined it into one shape. So these are really great tools to use when you are designing, I highly recommend just going in there and playing around with them for a while, and I promise you will start using them all the time. I was nervous about using it in Illustrator at first, and once I got used to it, I mean, I use them all the time now. So I hope you find this class useful. In the next class, I am going to go over some of the tools on the right side, and I hope to see you in that class. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.